Hi everyone, this is another What's Next video here in North County, San Diego, California. My name is Ricky, and today I'm going to talk about my root burls that I have ready. And they're not ready. I have to get them ready, and that takes quite a bit of time. So I want to put this on my video log about the process of working with these large root burls, and I think that's what I'm going to start working with probably for the remainder of I don't know the remainder. I think for quite a while now. I've got several small pieces now. I'm going to challenge myself with some very big ones. So to start with a very big one and get it ready to put it in line for ones that I want to do in the future, I'm going to show you the process of how I'm going to peel it, then process it so I get all the critters out of it and then can bring it all the way down. Today I'm going to talk about a hard old piece of wood that I found buried in the creek, and I have that back on several videos ago, and I'll show you the link of that in this video. I actually took my ATV down to get it out of the, unbury it and bring it home. So that's what this one's about. It is red oak. It's extremely hard, and that's one of the most challenging pieces of root burl that I had to work with is red oak. And here's an example of the beauty of red oak. However, they are really hard to work with. It's very hard wood, but the root burls are hard to work with because the Cambrian layer, the bark just likes to stick to it. It just doesn't want to let go of the bark. And to get down into the pretty wood, it takes a lot of sanding. So anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about this root burl and turn on the water. I'm going to get wet today. So that's about that. Let's get on to the root burl. Bye. I'm standing in the shade right now, but a little later on, I'll be setting this camera up with this little tripod here, and I'll be pressure washing this. I'm also going to do some peeling on it, but it's supposed to be getting in the high 80s today, maybe 90, and standing alongside of this is going to get real warm. However, when I throw the pressure washer on this, I'm going to get real wet, and then it's in the coastal desert out here. As you can see, there's the source of my wood and my root burls, and this is one that didn't last any longer than 200 years, maybe 150. We'll see when we dig into it. The piece here that we're going to work on today is really, it's been out here for over a year, and when I found it, as you can see, it was still crusted with a lot of bark. And it takes a long time, perhaps it's been here for a year like this, of getting wet and washed down, getting wet and getting all the mud off of it to this point for this bark to start shrinking off of that hardwood that's underneath it. So what I'm going to do today is just peel some of this off like that. I don't want to reach in and grab that. I have a skin condition which is called bump and bleed, and I don't want to do that, so I'm going to try to peel a little of this off to show you what it looks like in here and what's underneath that. So if you can imagine, that's the underside of this bark, what the wood actually looks like in there. So that is what I attempt to expose in taking this very old root burl, which has been buried under long time of mud and everything else. All of this was trying to grow, and it never made it. Some of it did way up the top, but a lot of this didn't. And so it is just crusted over, and this is what we're going to work on today and get this stuff off as much as I can. And then we're going to soak it, pressure wash it, and get on with the video. when I put this in here, this root burl was this high. It now is able to sink all the way down to here, and that's a good thing. This is our next one. And this, in about another 4 or 5 days, this water will get to be quite aromatic. And at that point, we'll refresh the water. It's just full of tannin right now and baking soda. I'll assume in a week that I have pretty much neutralized all of the biologically living things in there, and that way they're pretty much exterminated from continuing to degenerate the wood. And that will be the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.